One of the most significant plot twists in MobLand Season 1 has been revealed: who Kevin Harrigan's other brother is. There appears to be either a secret child of his mother, Maeve, and/or Conrad's that we have already met in the show, or an unidentified and unseen family member who may yet be introduced, as teased by Maeve. It's clear that Kevin is not happy about it based on his response, calling brings it up. Given the size of the Harrigan family in MobLand and the fact that they have at least one child from an affair, Serafina, Conrad's daughter with a stripper, it is not impossible that they have more secrets hidden away. There aren't many people in MobLand's cast that would be suitable for Kevin's surviving brother following Brendan's death, at least not from the characters we've met thus far, but one major theory would work. Based on Kevin's response, only one other brother identity makes sense, though it's not a given: Eddie, his own son. That kind of reaction can only be elicited by someone close to him, and it makes sense in this case unless Maeve is merely lying and bringing up an old rumor to harm him. Since we've seen his and Kev's first encounter, and just had a scene where Conrad says he's gained a son in him, it doesn't make sense for it to be Harry. Therefore, Eddie is the only viable option in terms of impact. Given what we know about Conrad's past, this would make sense. Before she fell in love with Kevin, Bella, his wife and Eddie's mother, was one of his mistresses. In addition to emphasizing that she was his favorite girl, the show went to great lengths to have Conrad remind Bella that he still owned her. That would be consistent with him being her son's biological father, and from what we've seen, Eddie is more like Conrad than Kevin. Although Eddie being Conrad's son would be a soap opera twist, there is one reason why MobLand might benefit from it: Eddie. He is not only the most hated character on the show, even though he is vying for the top spot with his supposed grandparents, but he is also a very one-dimensional character. Eddie has so far only been acting like a dick, and the few times he did show some vulnerability and open up, it was mainly to have sex with Harry's daughter Gina. The show might be able to give Eddie more depth if it were revealed that he was Conrad's son, and he discovered it. He has expressed that his father has never supported him. How does this change, and how does he respond when it is revealed that his father was not Kevin? How is his relationship with Bella affected by it? What does it mean for him and Maeve, who have had one of the strongest bonds, is perhaps the most intriguing question. One of the more intriguing queries, and a possible flaw in the theory, is that last section. Although Maeve treats Eddie like a golden child, she openly despises Serafina. But why is she so nice to him, if the theory is correct? It's not as if she doesn't know who his parents are. That might be the point, though, rather than refuting it. Due in part to the fact that Eddie is Conrad's son, Maeve may be using him for her own evil schemes, which may even be a prelude to overthrowing Conrad, given her provocative and careless behavior. In MobLand, Eddie hasn't shown much interest thus far, and his actual contribution to the storyline ended when he killed Tommy Stevenson. However, given how much time the show devotes to him, including occasionally confronting Harry and portraying him as a villain of sorts, it ought to do more. That would be accomplished with this plot, which would simultaneously give him a larger role and enable him to be given more nuance. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.